Hi, so in this video we're going to be working with the hinge theorem. The hinge theorem is also known as the side angle side inequality theorem, right? It says in a triangle ABC at XYZ, if AB is congruent to DE and AC is congruent to DF and B and angle A is greater than D, that means that BC is greater than DEF. So you can see we have two congruent sides and that include the angle, then we can compare it, right? Think about this, right? Let's think about a alligator, right? If the alligator opens its mouth, the wider that it opens its mouth, that angle is going to be greater. So this side between its mouth is going to be greater, right? So let's see a couple of exercises. First one, okay, says write an inequality relating the given sides. There is not enough information to reach a conclusion, write not conclusion, right? So this one, I know that LM is congruent to RS, and LN is congruent to RT. So now we're going to compare the side, right? So I know the angle R is greater than angle L. So that means that ST is greater than, or that's without the little line on top, right? Because we're working with the measure, is greater than MN. Again, this one, it has to be greater than that one. Right? Next one, I have BA and BC. I want to compare BA and BC. So this angle right here is 87. This one, by linear pair, has to be 93. So that means that BA is greater than BC. Find the range of possible values for each variable. So first of all, we're going to check which angle has to be greater than, right? I know that this side is congruent to that one. I know that this one is congruent on both triangles by reflective property. And this side is larger than CF. So that means that 75 has to be greater than x minus 13. So x minus 13 has to be less than 73, right? So I'm going to add 13 on both sides. So that means that x has to be less than 88, right? But we also know that my angle has to be greater than 0. It has to be greater than 0. So x has to be greater than 13. So the range of possible values is that x is going to be between 13 and 88. That's my range. Again, so I'm going to check. So this one has to be less than 36. So 2x minus 16 has to be less than 36. So plus 16 on both sides. So 2x is less than 40 or 52. 52 and divided by 2. That means that x has to be less than 26. But again, 2x minus 16, 2x minus 16 has to be greater than 0. So 2x is greater than 16 divided by 2. So x has to be greater than 8. So my range of value is that x is going to be between 8 and 26. Now I want to compare the angles, right? So I want to know which one is greater, if the measure of angle A is or the measure of angle F, right? So I have 6, 6, 6, and 6. So that means that AB and AC, DF and EF. So I want to compare this angle with this angle over here, right? So by looking at my sides, BC is greater than DC, so that means that angle A, so the measure of angle A has to be greater than the measure of angle F. Let's mark those angles so we can see it better. So MLN is this angle, and OAN and L is that one over here. As you can see, I'm using different colors to mark that they are not congruent, right? So I have that this angle is 99. This angle is 99. This angle, or this side, sorry, this side is shared on both sides, so it means it's congruent for that one. So I have side, I have the included angle, so I'm comparing the included angle. That's very important. If we are not comparing the included angle, I cannot say that I cannot compare those two, and I won't have enough information. But because I'm comparing that angle in between them, that's why it's called a hinge theorem, because it's just between them, right? So, so this angle is opposite to 95, this angle is opposite to 97. So that means that angle, the measure of angle O and L has to be greater than the measure of angle M, L, N. And that's it for this lesson. May the force be with you.